We're going to head now actually back to Uptown. We just had that live shot for you a moment ago, and now we have a live look at the protesters beginning their march through Uptown. Tradisha, I know that you're off the camera right now as we get these live images that really speak for themselves, but tell me what you're seeing and what it's like to be there.
Well, I will tell you, Julie, right after the speakers wrapped up, we were kind of stuck in the middle of the crowd. It is a lot of people here today, a lot of people that were in that crowd, and the walk is just now starting to ramp up. You get sections of people that are doing the chants and some of the songs that they learned, and then you see some people who are holding up signs. I will tell you another thing. People have gotten really, really creative on the things they chose to wear today, some of their signage, but obviously the big topic, the big message, no kings, no silence. A lot of folks expressing their concerns. Once again, immigration enforcement, the things that are happening overseas, tariffs, TSA, the list goes on and on. Folks say they want to see change. So right now they are lining up, walking down the streets of Uptown. I'm not sure if you guys can hear, but we have some more chanters that are coming through. They said, no hate, no hope, Donald Trump has got to go. That's the chant that we're hearing right now. Once again, it's coming in waves. People are kind of chanting. They have their dogs out here. They have their friends out here. A lot of folks dressed up. I've seen some crazy costumes. But once again, the message is very loud and clear. Regardless to what their stance is or what they're wanting to see change, they say no kings. And they're not staying silent, encouraging folks to come out, join the cause, and of course, make their voices heard and vote. So, of course, as this continues to go on, we'll be sure to bring you guys the latest live from Uptown.
All right, Tradisha, thank you. And we appreciate you being out there for us in the middle of this protest. I also just want to hold on this shot for a second, if we are able to, just to show. As she mentioned, I mean, we've got some costumes going on, lots of signs. Of course, it's called, as she said, no kings. That is the overall message. But what's interesting to me is that we're seeing so many different reasons behind it, so many things that are so timely. We've talked about, as I said, the Department of Homeland Security funding and the impacts on TSA lines being the most timely, maybe. The funding for ICE, that is a part of that discussion that is still ongoing at the Capitol into this weekend, that is still unresolved as we continue this partial government shutdown. But you're also seeing signs, I mean, even there, about international conflicts, foreign policy, about Israel, about Ukraine. And so definitely a lot of, as she mentioned, creative costumes, but different messages as well in terms of why people decided to come out. I want to get back out, though, to, of course, the statement that we have. This is the only statement we have from anyone related to the White House. We have not heard directly from President Trump in response to these No Kings protests across the country today. But I'm going to read this for you. This is from Abigail Jackson. She is a White House spokeswoman. She says, quote, "The only people who care about these Trump derangement therapy sessions are the reporters who are paid to cover them." That is a direct quote from Abigail Jackson, from someone within the White House. But I'm still, of course, curious to see if we're going to hear directly from President Donald Trump today. The next time reporters get to see him may be Monday, but we'll still be checking back in, of course, with Truth Social, and if we get any more live feeds out of DC where there's a chance we could hear from President Trump, we will bring you those updates as well if we get any more response or information from the Capitol. We're going to take another quick break, but know that we've got crews all over. Of course, Tradisha's still there in Uptown. Walker's now on his way to Monroe, and Richard will soon be heading closer to Rock Hill. So there's a lot going on in our region, in both the Carolinas, so stick with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes.